Hey guys, welcome to day 12. Today I'm going to talk about replacing the ritual of drinking. If drinking had become something that was such a habit in your life, it's almost become a ritual. And you're going to notice a lot of times when that ritual pops up and you're like, oh man, what do I do? So let's go through a few of those scenarios and kind of think, how will we deal with them? What will we replace that ritual with? And various ideas around this topic. So first, my biggest ritual with drinking was waiting till about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. and realizing, hey, it's happy hour at home. So my husband and I were big happy hour people. We would start having a cocktail and maybe an appetizer at like 3 o'clock. And it was a ritual for us. We both work from home. I work from home for part of my week, but he works from home all the time. So we could make this happen most days. So, and if it was nice out and the sun was out, even a bigger pull for us. So I would walk into his office, hey, want to have a little happy hour? And we'd make up a little appetizer tray, like something really simple. And then we'd have our drink and our beer or our drink that we're gonna make, bring it down to our patio. And it was just like part of our day. But the problem was that this ritual made it so then we weren't as effective the rest of the day. So what usually happened is happy hour turned into 1 drink to 2 drinks to 3 drinks. You know how this goes. So then we would finally get to dinner time. Oh, I'm exhausted. I don't want to cook dinner. And a lot of times dinner was being thrown together and we weren't giving our kids the full attention they needed because they're doing their homework and trying to do all their chores, and mom and dad are just sitting outside relaxing and having their little happy hour. So we had to change our mindset around that like immediately when we did our 30 days. So we first were like, okay, we can still go out and have our drink in the sun, but it's going to be something different. So we would do a LaCroix with some juice in it, or a kombucha, or just water. Sometimes it was just, hey, let's just go outside and sit and read. And it was kind of that action of still doing it, then realizing, hey, we made it without a drink. And usually once you make it through that first little 10 minutes of the ritual, you're all good and your body's like, all right, this is fine. Now, some days we still go out there and we sit in the sun for like a full 3 hours and just enjoy ourselves. But now we actually sit and chat, we read books, our kids come outside and join us now. So it's a lot more joyful, fulfilling experience now. Let's talk about now, like if you're out with friends, you're gonna notice that there's this whole ritual that goes around like, are you gonna have a drink? I don't know, are you gonna have a drink? Like everybody starts asking that question to each other. And also like if you're out somewhere kind of fancy or with wine drinkers, there's the whole like bringing the wine to the table ritual. So let's first talk about you're out with your friends and everybody's having that discussion. Are you gonna have a drink? You need to just know that that's gonna come up and be ready to have your answer. I'm not gonna have a drink tonight. I'm just gonna have club soda. And like nip it in the bud super quick, but get yourself that drink in your hand so you're not feeling super like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a drink. Is everybody kind of looking at me? Is it different? Is it weird? So at my big coach summit this summer, we actually had a cocktail hour where the whole team came together and met. And I was really quick to get myself to the bar to get myself a club soda. And the bartender was slammed and not helping me. And it was like blood pressure rising. And I was just like, oh my gosh, get me a drink in my hand, get me a drink in my hand. And I had all these people being like, hey, want me to get you something? And it was just like, whoo. And so many people kind of asking, what drink are you gonna have? But finally that drink came to me and it was just like, whew. So it was kind of that ritual. Everybody's getting their drink. I knew I wasn't, and I almost made this whole thing happen in my mind. Now going back to that, I wish I would have just kind of walked into the whole situation with a drink in hand, walked in with something from my room that's just like a club soda. So think about those little things that are going to pop up in your day. The last one I wanted to talk about was the whole wine drinking thing. When you're out wine tasting or wine comes to the table, there is this whole ritual, and the drinks come, the wine comes, somebody smells the cork, and then you taste it. Nobody ever sends it back, so I don't really even know why that happens. But if you're out with people and this whole scenario is happening, just kind of observe everybody during this. Observe how people start joking around more when the wine is coming out, they relax more, and know that you can just relax before that even happens, because you don't need that drink ritual to get you into your comfort zone. So I hope that these tips have helped you. Think about your rituals of drinking when you were most likely to drink and how you are replacing those rituals now. And think about rituals that will pop up every once in a while and how you're going to react to those too. All right, have a great day.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you're notified when my next videos are released. Thanks for watching.